What started out as a blowout turned into a thriller at the end, my friends. The Alabama Crimson Tides hang on to a 41-34 victory over the Georgia Bulldogs in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saturday night. What a thriller of a game. Welcome to all my college football friends out there to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, sit back, relax, and let's get this video started. My friends, what a tale of two halves. The first half was all Alabama. Bama jumped out to a 30-7 lead at half. And my friends, bottom line, if you were a Georgia Dogs fan, it did not look good at all. The second half, what a comeback with around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The Georgia Bulldogs came all the way back to take the lead, 34-33. But my friends, just under 2 minutes, Milroe hooked up with Ryan Williams on a long pitch and catch, 75-yard touchdown pass, and that sealed the game. 2-point conversion, good, and the Alabama Crimson Tide hung on to defeat the Georgia Bulldogs in that classic SEC battle, 41-34. My friends, let's talk some stats here. What a game. Another great game for Jalen Milroe. 27 out of 33, 374 yards passing, 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. But my friends, check this out. We all know about Jalen Milroe being that dual threat quarterback. He can beat you passing. He can beat you running. And my friends, this was the turning point, beating the Georgia Bulldogs. Milroe, 16 rushes, 117 yards rushing, and 2 rushing touchdowns. My friends, Milroe accounted for 4 of Alabama's touchdowns last night. A tremendous job, and we all said how Coach Kalen DeBoer was going to bring out the best in Milroe this season, and so far, Coach DeBoer has lived up to all the hype. Haynes had a decent job. Haynes had 6 carries for 35 yards. The receiving end, the hero of this game, Ryan Williams, 6 grabs, 177 yards receiving, and that winning 75-yard touchdown grab with just over 2 minutes to go. Jeremy Bernard had a decent game, 5 grabs for 25 yards. My friends, what really jumped out at me was Alabama's total offense. 547 yards of total offense against, going into this game, against the Georgia Dogs, who didn't give up a touchdown through the first 12 quarters this year. But my friends, scratch that out big time. Bama putting up 41 points. What impressed me was the way Alabama's O-line controlled this game. They rushed for 173 yards. Alabama's offensive ground attack, like I said again, 117 yards came from Jalen Milroe. Splendid job. Actually, just a splendid, exciting football game, to say the least. On the other side, we're talking about the Georgia Dogs and Coach Kirby Smart. Very disappointing loss. A lot of number streaks came to an end for Georgia. Georgia's 42 consecutive regular season win streak came to an end. 28 straight regular season SEC wins snapped. And once again, Georgia now, out of the last 52 games, 49-3. But my friends, once again, the 3 losses have all been to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So right now, if you're Coach Kirby Smart, you're scratching your head. How can I beat this Bama team? Coach Kirby Smart is now 1 win and 6 losses versus the Crimson Tide. Carson Beck, 27 out of 50, 439 yards passing. Wow, he kept them in the game, without a doubt, in the second half. 3 touchdown passes, but my friends, this is not normal Carson Beck. He threw 3 crucial interceptions. One at the end of the game where actually Georgia had a chance to tie this game, but it was picked off, and from there, Alabama went on to win the game. What was impressive to me was the way Alabama was able to keep Georgia's rushing game in check the whole night. Georgia had 519 yards of total offense, but only 80 yards rushing. So, my friends, there you go. This game was won in the trenches. That the Georgia Bulldogs O-line failed to open up holes for Trevor Etienne. Etienne only on the night, 12 carries for just 55 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, the receiving end, the skilled set position players, Arian Smith had a good game. Arian Smith caught 6 balls for 132 yards on the night and 1 touchdown. Dylan Bell, he chipped in with 5 grabs for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. And Dominic Lovett, always consistent, Dominic Lovett, 6 grabs for 59 yards. But my friends, once again, like I said in the beginning of this video, what was looking like a blowout turned out to be a thriller of a game Saturday night in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Wow. You couldn't have asked for a better game. Like I said, in the second half, I do give Coach Kirby Smart a lot of credit. Even though they lost, he knew that he needed to adjust. In the second half, he did just that. He could only muster 1 touchdown in the first half. But in the second half, his Dogs team put up 27 points. Defensively, they held Bama in the second half in check to just 11 points. But my friends, unfortunately, that first half for Georgia was just plain and simple ugly. Okay, I've never seen a Georgia defense to just get slashed like the way they did. In fact, I'll say this. The last time I seen Georgia's defense get slashed was all the way back when the Buckeyes faced off with Georgia in 2022 in the Peach Bowl, where Georgia beat my Buckeyes 42-41. But, my friends, this was a great game. I give Georgia a lot of credit for making a game of it. In the fourth quarter, Georgia took the lead after being down 30-7. This Dogs team never gave up. It's one of those things that, you got to play the full game, and the game's not over until you see the zeros on the clock. And, yes, Georgia went ahead 34-33. But, when you're talking about Coach Kalen DeBoer and that high explosive offense, we're talking Bama going into this game was averaging 49 points a game. And, they were able to muster and get 41 points a game. So, it was a great game, bottom line. I thought that the real factor turned out that Georgia could not rush the football. That was the issue. Only 80 yards rushing. So my hats goes off to the Alabama Crimson Tide defense. They held the rushing attack in check the entire game. My friends, I hope all of you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my video, please click on the subscribe button. Please click on the like button. And I just got to say something from my wife and I. A congratulations to our son and our new daughter. Our son, Dominic, officially tied the knot last night and married Elizabeth. And it was a great wedding. We all had a blast. A shout out to our phenomenal priest, Father Cicero, who did a tremendous job with the marriage. And we just once again wish them all the best, Dominic and Elizabeth. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please check out Super Thanks. It's new to my program. But like always, everybody have a safe and blessed weekend. That's all Buckeye Vinny has for today. Once again, the Georgia Bulldogs lose in a thriller. Alabama Crimson Tide hang on to beat Georgia 41-34. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.